tweet. Hello. I got a tweet out. Hold on.
What is the commission thing?
Well, I thought I had a command for commissions, but apparently I don't. Oh, it's still got my old thing in it. Oh, hello. Well, here. I got one of these for my stethoscope. Zoom in, camera, you can do it. It's extremely bright today for some reason.
What the camera is?
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot brighter than it was before. Because this blue looks really, really
Washed out.
Yeah. Like, I don't remember it being that washed out before. Unfortunately, I can't, like, turn down a light bulb. But, anyway, going to make another one of these.
Why is it so washed out? It's weird.
It's a lot easier to take off than it is to put on. But I want to make I want to make another one with these colors because these colors are pretty. So very washed out. But yeah, see.
Oh, that. Hold on.
Is it just too bright in here?
I don't know. That's weird. That's so washed out.
Like, I don't know. I knew the buttons were hard to see, but
Maybe there's too much light in here.
I don't need those yet, and I don't need those. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. I don't know what other light could I use. Actually, this thread is different than, or yarn is different than the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's any way to fix the light. There's too much light coming in here.
25.
Where are you putting these in?
Huh?
Wow, it's just dark and weird now.
It's closer to the color that the blue was, though, when you were standing there.
So what you need is not direct light.
So can we, like, pull out that light bulb?
You want to pull out the bulb?
Well, I don't know. Would it help?
Well, it's gonna be hot now.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, we'll fix it next stream. It's fine.
Oh, it seems like when your hands are there and it focuses up higher, like when the focus is up closer to the camera, it seems to fix the colors in the background. But when there's, I don't know,
Tirade is hosting me. Thank you, Tirade.
Anyways,
Will you
I'm
hand
going
me
to
my
bed.
water, please?
Mhm.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Promise you. Good night.
Love you too. Good night. Have fun.
Well. Nice. Sitting here chitty-chatting with myself. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Do not need my stethoscope falling on the floor. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that didn't work. Okay. I was trying to do something different. It didn't work. That happens. Okay. Try again here. For the people joining on YouTube, I stream crochet on twitch.tv/YarnBeforeFarm. 2 a.m. on days I don't work at Eastern Standard Time. Take a sip. Hold on here. Because currently I work midnights. If I get a different job, then unfortunately my schedule is going to have to change again, because I just stream while I would be awake. I'm not streaming before or after work. I work 12-hour shifts, so it'd be really hard for me to stream 12 hours, or sorry, for work for 12 hours and then try to stream, and then, you know, also like sleep and eat and take a shower and all that fun stuff. But this is going to be a stethoscope sleeve for my stethoscope. And last one of that. Just trim that off again. Okay, now, okay, this one. Now it'll be just a matter of going in to the loops like you're normally crocheting. These should be machine washable too, by the way. So. A long time ago, we used to have a nurse when I worked at the hospital that made stethoscope sleeves out of fabric. She sewed them, and so that's where I got the idea for these. That, and for Christmas, I got a nice new stethoscope, which is a big upgrade from my previous one that I, got right out of school. So I wanted to make sure nobody steals it, and mine, stands out because it's black, so I can't like Sharpie my name on this one like I Sharpied my name on the other one. But it's still cool. I really like it. It's a Littman. My old one was a Littman 2 lightweight, which was a good little first stethoscope. It was like $15. Lasted me a few years. But I've been wanting to upgrade for a little while. And it wasn't sounding as good. I think the tubing was starting to get like stiff and stuff, and that was part of the problem of why it wasn't sounding good anymore. My friend, Why Am I Such a Beautiful Panda, is going to be working on an overlay and some emotes for me. So then I'll have some Franker Z emotes. Hey Abyssus, how's it going? What have you been up to? Just sitting here chitty-chatting. I'm making a stethoscope cover right now. Welcome to stream number 2 of my relaunch. My work is actually going to have a craft show. Just a little craft show because I just have a little facility, but still. So I'm going to be in that. That's exciting. It's in April. So probably going to be making more little stuff. I'm going to be making more chapstick holders. If I can find a cool, or not cool, I should say a cheap place to get these things. I made this too. This is a hand sanitizer holder, but I'm having a hard time finding bulk of these. Because if I end up having to buy a bunch of them, then I'm going to have to raise the price of them so, I make the money back on the hand sanitizer, Mostly the pregnancy baby. Heartburn with any food. Aw, I'm sorry. I've heard that about the heartburn thing. And the cool thing about Twitch, though, is someone's always on. This was the first stethoscope thingy I just made. I don't know, like a week ago. But that was just like with plain acrylic yarn. So I want to try this softer stuff. This one is Red Heart with Love, and then I got this one, which is the Karen Simply Soft. So I'm going to try these two, see how they turn out, see if they're softer. Although the cool thing about the Red Heart acrylic yarn, which I just now thought about, is I throw it through the washer and dryer, and it softens up really good. Plus I made this one slightly too short. I want it to be a little bit longer. Yeah, the Red Heart yarn is machine washable too, which is a fantastic feature in most things. You know, it's always nice when you can just throw it in the washer and not have to like take it to a dry cleaner or something. Because then I just usually won't deal with it because I'm not driving to a dry cleaner's. And actually, there's one not that far from me, but I'm still not driving over there. I want to lean back. I wonder if I move the camera a little bit. Hold on. If I can lean back a little bit. There we go. Gosh, I want to lean back in my chair. I'm going to have to move my tape now. That's okay. Oh, I know why this is going so slow. Oh my gosh. Like, man, this is going really slow. I'm doing single crochet. I wanted to do half doubles. Half doubles go a lot faster. Okay, starting over. Baby blanket out of alpaca yarn. Oh, alpaca yarn. I'm so jealous. I still haven't had the, let's see. Okay. I still haven't had the joy of getting to actually use alpaca yarn yet. I've been trying to talk my mother-in-law into getting alpacas for like years. Someday I'll get me some alpacas. Yeah, definitely gonna have to move my tape. Let me move the camera a tiny bit more then, since that worked out so good. Whew. Okay, now I can. I was having to lean really far forward in my chair. I was afraid if I moved the camera though it would stretch out the picture, but it does. It's good. I'll just have to redo my tape. So I can lean back in my chair now. Although I still need a pillow. The edge of the table when you're working on a table starts to hurt after a while. So what kind of baby blanket? Like is there a certain design you're using or a pattern you're using? What kind of colors you got going on? I kind of like the design that the half double makes. Like, I don't know if you can see the pattern or see the, whoop, too far away. All right. I don't know, I like the way the stitching looks on the half double. Also, I should probably make some birdies. I learned how to make birds out of basically scrap yarn and like make them into like ornaments. I should do that tomorrow. And then baby, a block of 2 balls. It's just a pattern I made up, gray border with the crossing pattern in turquoise. Oh, that's cool. Turquoise is always a fun color. I've been going through my yarn stash. I've been trying not to buy yarn. I've been trying to use up what I got, unless someone orders something specific, and then I gotta go buy yarn. But I've noticed I have a lot of blues and shades of blue and types of blues. And I think that's because a bunch of people had a bunch of baby boys for a while there, so I was making a bunch of blue stuff. And I'm gonna have to get rid of this piece of tape because I'm very self-conscious about it being there now. And I keep trying to get there we go. Ooh, I like the way this is striping. This is going to be cool. We're going to have to work on the lights too, because I'm noticing the light colors are getting really, really washed out. Yeah, this is going to start to spiral. It's like tan, and then that's like a slightly greenish color, and then the light blues, and then the sand color. You're saying they're boy colors. What would I do if we have girl? I might use a blanket anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Girls can use blue, and boys can use pink, to be honest. I mean, the whole color scheme thing was artificially created. It's not like we're born, you know, this one's pink and this one's blue. No, that's colors that society has decided to put on genders. J Justice. I said hi to you in Zeke's channel, but I don't think you saw it because we were talking about the TPK on Darkest Dungeon. But how you doing? I'm making a stethoscope cover for my stethoscope, by the way. That's okay. I forgive you. Oh, you're at work? Oh, that sucks. Unless you like your job, then that's awesome. I have a love-hate relationship with my job right now. There are parts about it that I love and are rewarding and are fantastic and just like make you feel good about yourself. And there are parts that just make you want to smash your own head against a wall or smash somebody else's head against a wall. Yeah, I'm on midnights myself, 7 p.m. to 8 a.m. at my job, and I've been trying to get on day shift for like years. Another day shift spot did just open up, so if I get the day shift spot, I will be very excited. Of course, if I get the day shift spot, then my stream schedule is going to change. But who knows? I know I'm not the only person who would kill for a day shift. I have fairly supportive coworkers. I mean, I have some assholes, but you know, any job is always going to have a couple of those. There's not like a whole lot you can do about that. But most of my coworkers are really nice. None of them, you know, play computer games or know what Twitch even is, but you know, hey. You work solo on a hotel, so all you see are guests. Oh yeah, and then when you work in customer service or with the general public, anything like a waitress or retail, where you got to deal with customers on a regular basis. That's always a toss up. You could have fantastically sweet people, and you can have that one asshole with a chip on his shoulder. It's like that with patients. I got some really nice patients, and I got some not so nice patients, and I got some really creepy patients. And I got some people who think we're a hotel. Of course, I'm not allowed to say, you know, oh, I'm sorry. Did you think you were somewhere else because you're in a medical facility? If I don't come to you first, that's good. That means you're not dying. If I come to you first, maybe you should be concerned. We are not first come first serve. That's not how the medical field works. You love a snarky nurse. I've only gotten snarky a couple times, and that's because my patience was just absolutely at the limit. I had someone who was actively dying. Um, you know, like we're trying to get him ready to ship him to the hospital. Like we're afraid we're gonna have to start doing CPR. And this family member comes in. My dad asked for a cup of coffee half an hour ago. And normally I would never do this, but I was like so pissed. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to stop this man from dying right now. Is your dad dying? Okay, then his coffee can wait. And then I shut the door. Because she like opened the door and came into the room. Like, the door is closed for a reason. How dare you walk into another patient's room with the door closed, first of all? Like, oh my God. And then I think I got yelled at. I didn't get yelled at. I got told, you know, you're not supposed to say stuff like that. Uh-huh. What are the house specials? Yeah, those are the fun patients. Although we call them residents, those are the fun residents. But then you get people that are like really dry about it, so I'm not sure if they're serious or not. Also, it's a nursing home, so sometimes I get the dementia people. Uh, I work in the rehab section, so I mostly I don't deal with long-term people. I just deal with people that like they had hip surgery or knee surgery and they need some extra rehab before they can go home on their own. Uh, but sometimes you still get people that are confused. I had one guy who used to be an electrical engineer, and he was telling me, yeah, I can't do those. But he was telling, God, what was he saying? He was saying something about the television, and I was like, oh, you want me to change the channel for you? Or he couldn't find the remote or something like that. And he goes, yeah, it's because the kittens are in the pipes in the sink and they travel through and they make the electricity come on the TV. But sometimes it doesn't work right, and that's why the kittens pop out of the screen. And I was like, alrighty then. We are putting you down as not alert and oriented. I hear some of the funnest stories though. Yeah, apparently the kittens live in the pipes and they make the electricity go to the television. I mean, who knew? I mean, I'm not an electrical engineer, so I don't know nothing about no kittens in the pipes and the electricity. Ooh, this is going to be really wide. This is going to be a lot wider than the other one. Hmm. Wonder. I don't think I want it that wide. Oh, I don't want to have to start over. Hmm. Oops. I moved something on accident. There we go. Man, I don't want to have to start over. And it's striping so nice. Well, I'll just finish it. No, it's gonna bug me. I can't do it. Hold on, I need a drink. I can't do it. I can't let it go. That sucks. Bessis was here earlier when I had to take it out because I was doing the wrong stitch. I didn't make it this far though. I only made it like a couple rows. But it's way too wide. That's depressing. Yeah, it's way too wide. This is going to be a cover for my stethoscope. I got my stethoscope here. Um, and this is one I made before. I just wanted to make one that's a little bit longer and prettier colors. If it was that wide, it would be like flappy and in my way. So I'm gonna have to make it skinnier. Although now I'm discouraged and want to just do something else. One, two, three, 6. What if I did that? Yeah, that's better. Oh dear. Whoop. There you. Oh well. It is what it is. You don't need to come down here. You know, sometimes it's just a little thing and you're like, you know what? I can live with that. That's fine. And other times it's like, you know what? Nope, it's gonna bug me. That's and like I could have kept making it and then just gave it to someone else. But you know, this is for me that I'm gonna be using at work, and if it's all floppy all over the place, it's going to be aggravating. Can't have me being frustrated at work. Well, we'll just have to see how the spiral goes on this one. The colors are spiraling so nicely too. I think that's why I kept going so long. Whoop. It's like 10 degrees outside. Hit her off in the next. Yeah, you get toasty, that's for sure. Just gonna have to suck it up and put on a sweater or something. There we go. It's that baby making all the heat. That's why they call it a bun in the oven. Okay, yes, I can get it. So I want it to be as thin as possible, but still be able to slide it on. I'm never comfortable. I'm always either too hot or too cold. It's a never-ending battle. Never-ending battle. Which I am doomed to lose, apparently. You ever see those like BuzzFeed articles that's all like, uh, these two celebrities got in a Twitter fight, or like, see what so and so looks like now? And they're basically like clickbait because you click on them and then the article's like 3 sentences long and then ads and then for like 30 scrolls of the mouse wheel and then you got to find the next button and it's a pain in the ass. Well, there was one that was J.K. Rowling wrecks people on Twitter uh recently, and I and I was like, hey, I actually know all those because I'm following J.K. Rowling on Twitter, and I was actively watching her wreck people on Twitter, and yes, it was glorious. Well, the when the baby pops out, you'll go back to being cold again, probably. If that makes you feel any better. When is your due date, by the way? Are you due anytime soon? And at least you're not, 8 months pregnant in August or something like that. That would suck. Okay, let's speed this up a little bit since I had to restart. June 20th. Oh, so you are gonna, well, I mean, at least it's not August. Oh, my phone buzzed, but it's just somebody calling in at work. I'm not going in. They can't make me. I get 4 days off in a row, and I'm very excited about it. This is my day one of 4 days off in a row. I've been looking forward to it for like 2 weeks. Probably longer than that. The cool thing about working 12s is that every once in a while your schedule lands so that you get 4 days off in a row without even having to take a vacation. It's pretty nice. Is it February? So all of February, all of March, all of April, all of May, all of June. Yeah, 5 more months. Well, most of June. You never know. Maybe little baby will pop out a week or two early. Like a week early is okay. 2 weeks early might be too early. As long as they're not late. My idea for if I ever had a baby was to make their bed look like Noah's Ark and then paint the room to look like the water. And then I could just make all the stuffed animals in the world. And then they could be the the animals for Noah's Ark. Yeah, I know there's like a range of where it's still okay, but too long and too short are actually both bad. That's why if you go too much past your due date, they'll actually induce your labor. A 10-pound baby? Yeah, I had a cousin who had a 10-pound baby. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Well, I could think of a couple people I would wish that on, but you know. Oh, that's one of those things that, like, I'm not wishing uh death or poverty or homelessness or anything like that on someone. A baby is still a blessing. I just, hope they have a 10-pound baby and they're miserable. Oh, I'm a bad person. I did I did have a coworker who was so self-absorbed. Everything was about her, and I mean everything. Like uh I switched a day with someone because I wanted a certain day off so that I could go to a birthday party. And she thought I switched a day to avoid her and started telling everybody all this stuff. I forget what weight I was, must have been awesome size. Yeah, I have no idea what I was. Uh, but the world centered around her, and then she got pregnant, and we were like, oh great, now we're gonna have to listen to her talk about her being pregnant for fucking ever. And then she found out she was having twins, and I was like, you know what? I hope there's 5 of those little sons of bitches in there. I hope she's just friggin' completely overwhelmed, and guess what? She doesn't get to be the center of attention anymore. So I did wish quintuplets on someone. Like I said, I'm a horrible person. But, hey. I know I have sisters that are twins, and I know they were 7 pounds each, and that's 14 pounds a baby. That's a lot of baby. I don't know what I was. BW's Crochet is now hosting me. Thank you. I appreciate it. 1 pound 7 ounce. Wow, you were preemie. Here we go. Yeah, that is tiny. That's not good. I mean, you made it out apparently okay, so that's good. Oh yeah, I gotta see if this is gonna fit. It's just gonna be snug and a pain in the butt. That's okay, but it has to. Shark Baroness is hosting me. Thank you. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. That's much better. Much, much better. Oh, there were 3 of you? You're triplets? That's awesome. I know in multiple births, the weights of the babies are normally smaller than uh, if it's a single baby. Not the case in my sisters apparently, but it is what it is, I guess. That's too bad. Virgil's a cool name. That's one of the Earp brothers' name was Virgil. And I know because we had cats named after all the Earp brothers at one point. Tombstone's such a good movie. That's one of those slightly older movies that I don't mind watching nowadays. Sometimes older movies, when you rewatch them nowadays, they just move too slow or they're too corny or the dialogue sucks. And that one, the dialogue is still good. I might have to get a refill on my water pretty soon already. Virgil Alexander. That's cool. It's cool you got names picked out already. Me and my hubby had all kinds of girl names picked out, but we disagreed a lot on boys' names. We didn't like any of the names that each other had picked out. But now apparently it doesn't really matter, so oh well. My name. Then switch if we have another one. Yeah, that ended up being what we decided. Because we just could not agree on a boy's name. I'm still kind of bummed about the whole not being able to have a kid thing. I keep hoping there's some kind of like medical miracle or something. Or someone drops a baby off on my front porch. And it's happened in this town. And I remember reading about it in the paper. This lady went to go take her dog out in the morning, and there was a baby on her front porch. And I was like, seriously? It was like a mile from my house. Like, you couldn't drive one more mile and drop baby off at my house? Uh, medical problems. I had a messed up uterus. I actually went through the whole surgery to get it fixed. Um, tried doing the medications and shots and all kinds of stuff, and apparently my body is resistant to the female hormones. So we spent like $8,000 and still can't have kids. So I went in debt and still don't have a kid for it. And we could keep going, like there's other things we could keep doing, but we just don't have the money, and I can't rack up $20,000 in credit card bills, and instead of putting money away for my kids' college, I'm putting money towards a credit card bill. I mean, that's not fair to the kid. Little Blue Box is hosting me. Thank you, Little Blue Box. It was a great time of night for hosting because nobody's awake anymore. Uh, and my husband is kind of anti-adoption, which, we've talked a long time about all that, and I get his reasons, and I'm not going to, try to adopt behind his back. That's not how that works. So we just decided, we're done trying. We tried. We can say we tried. I mean, maybe if we come into money or something, we'll try doing the next more expensive thing or whatever. But it is what it is. It'll be okay. I'll just like one of these days talk my mother-in-law into raising alpacas, and then I'll just have baby alpacas. Or if we ever get a bigger house, I'll get more cats or maybe some dogs. I thought about raising dogs. I don't have a yard for it right now, but if we sell this house, move somewhere else, raise some dogs, be fantastic. I don't think I could breed them though to sell them because I would get attached to the puppies. So I'll just get a couple dogs and they can be my babies. Yeah, what would happen is I would need a surrogate. Um, and my sisters already told me no, which kind of bummed me out. And even if they hadn't said no, now that we did this other whole process, I don't know that we could afford it right now anyway. Junie Von Esch is now hosting me. I just got so many hosts going on right now, guys. Yeah, and really, you're born with all your eggs you're ever gonna need. Like, that's a crap ton of eggs. I don't know if you can I don't know if you can donate some of your eggs. I'm not sure how that works, to be honest. How long we got here? Getting there. It doesn't take that long to catch back up again. I need to like pin this up though. So it's getting in my way. Now I'm holding on to my eggs because I'm holding out hope that, you know, I might actually get to use them. You never know. Someday it'll work. But like I said, I'm not opposed to someone dropping a kid off on my front porch. Although I hope they don't do it in winter just because I don't want the baby to get frostbite. And I work the off shift, so I'm not. Although if they did it in the early morning, then I could come home and find the baby in the morning. But if it was like in the afternoon, you know, I don't wake up until like 5 p.m. Oh, okay. Well, I already don't ovulate, so there's that. What was that noise? It wasn't a cat. They're all sleeping on the couch. Oh, you looked into it a lot. Must be I think it's the street snowplow guy. I didn't think it snowed enough to snowplow. Oh, my friend on Twitch here, Why Am I Such a Beautiful Panda? He's supposed to be making me an overlay. So, I know he's got other things on his plate, but that's exciting. I told him my idea for an overlay, what I kind of want. And I don't know how to do it, but I want a project timer. So, I can like time how long it takes to make some things. We're trying to, well, we decided we want to start losing weight too, so we're going to try to start eating better. Not off to a good start today, but, you know, part of the problem is we got to eat what's already in the house too. Because I'm not throwing away perfectly good food. I'm not doing it. Can't make me. Well, these colors aren't spiraling as pretty as when I made it too big, but they are still spiraling, and they do still look nice, so that's good. Still getting there. Sorry, I'm quiet. I'm not really sure what to talk about right now. My life has been really busy, but that's all mostly family stuff. I have an uncle that I don't particularly care for that for some reason has decided that my husband is his best friend. You have orange yarn and you have no idea what to do with it? Make an orange and camo hat for a hunter. You can also make pumpkins if it's a pumpkin orange. Oh, around here orange is the camo color. A lot of hunters in my area. But my uncle decided my husband is his best friend, and my husband doesn't want to have anything to do with him because he thinks he's weird too. But my uncle keeps texting me to tell my husband to call him. Like I keep telling him, so now, but he's not calling. So now my uncle's mad at me, thinking that I'm not passing along the message. Like, oh my God. My uncle started calling me dear for some reason. Like, you've never called me dear. I don't like it. Stop it. It's weird. There's also flowers that you can make with orange. Orange you can use for stuff like beaks and feet on a penguin or a chicken or something like that. Lots of stuff you can do with orange. Still here, just doing that on it. Okay, no problem. You can lurk as much as you want. It's all good. Apparently, a lot of people lurk because the other day, my husband was telling me that I had 14 people, and I was like, really? I only had like 3 people talking. That's cool. I don't have the number up where I can see it of how many people are in chat or watching the channel because I don't want to watch the number go up and down and worry about it or wonder why it's going up and down and all that fun stuff. So I'll look at it later after the stream's over and see how many people I had. I could tell more funny resident stories. I did used to work long-term care. I don't anymore. Like I said, I work rehab. But back when I worked long-term care, I had this lady that had dementia, and she was just crying. And I was like, "Oh, honey, what's wrong?" And she's like, "Well, I'm really mad at you, to be honest." And I was like, "What did I do? You let that doctor in here." I was like, "Well, which doctor?" Because I hadn't seen any doctors that day. Uh, like we don't have an on-staff doctor that just hangs out, you know. Uh, and she goes, "You let that doctor come in here and he sewed my anus closed." I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, nobody did any kind of sewing. Uh, that didn't happen." She's like, "Yeah, he came in here and he sewed it closed, and I don't even think he was a real doctor." Like, well, I assure you, nothing is sewn closed. But she was absolutely convinced. Like, oh my goodness. How do you argue with that? How do you argue with any of it? Because sometimes the confused people will say really off the wall things, and like, you know, in your brain the person is confused and nothing you say or do is going to prove to them otherwise, but still you're trying to like convince them of reality, and it's a waste of time. But you still do it, or I still do it anyway, even though I know better. Gosh, I was trying to reason with someone, and like we were just going around in circles and circles and circles. And finally I walked out of the room, and I said to one of my coworkers, I'm like, "God, I should know better. I feel like if I could just like come up with a good enough logical explanation, she would believe me." No, no, nope. Never gonna happen. No, I just have this urge to make people see reason, which is another reason why I don't get involved in politics, because some of those people can't see reason either. Or religion, or any of those hot button topics where people have an opinion in their head and there's nothing you can say or do or evidence or anything that is going to make them change their mind. So I just need to wash my hands and be like, "Okay, you believe what you believe. I can't change your mind." We're almost there. Well, almost to the point where I got to start doing other stuff. But I know that's why I try to keep talking even when no one's talking in chat, just in case there is someone lurking. And everybody I talked to that's already an established streamer said, you know, you got to keep talking, pretend like there's lots of people talking, even if there's not. It's hard though sometimes to come up with stuff to say. Have fun been the past couple of years. Oh, I know. I will tell a couple political jokes though. When you work in any kind of medical field, uh, you have to ask what we call orientation questions, like what's your name, what's your birthday, what year is it, blah blah blah. And one, and if they can get through the basic, you know, what's your name, tell me your birthday. Because even people who are confused normally remember their name and their birthday, but then you got to ask them other questions, and that'll really tell you. They might even be able to look at a calendar and read it, but still be confused. Like I had a lady who could look at a calendar and tell you the day and the year and the month, but he asked her who the president was, and she would be like, you know, Herbert Hoover. Like, yeah, no. But when Obama was president, I'd ask people, and mind you, you know, the average age of my people is like 80s. So I'd ask people, can you tell me who the president is? And they'd be like, that black guy. Like, okay, well, I know who you're talking about, so I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, go with it. Gonna test the host viewer channel? Okay. And then Trump just became president, and I got to ask someone, can you tell me who the president is? And he goes, that blonde asshole. Like, you know what? I'm gonna give you that one. You knew who you were talking about. I knew who you were talking about. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give you that one. There's a host feature where I'm supposed to be able to auto host people in my group or in my team, and I thought I turned it on, but the other day I noticed I was hosting someone who wasn't in my team. So I don't know. Oh, the host feature on Zeke's channel. Oh, that's exciting. You've never actually tested it? Uh, I get Twitch Turbo or whatever, Amazon Prime or whatever it is. Uh, so I think when my free sub comes up, I'm gonna sub to Zeke. It should be coming up pretty soon. I know it's like, I want to say it's like the 5th or something of the month. I've only had it, this will be my 2nd month of having it, so. Haven't been a Twitch Prime member very long. I used to be a Twitch Prime member years ago when I was a student and it was really cheap. Never mind, you don't have access to that. Okay. Well, thanks for trying. Zeke would probably be like, why am I hosting this random person crocheting stuff anyway? Okay, because it's, okay, it's about where I want it. So now I have to make the end, and I didn't write down, and I'm probably not going to write it down this time either. I didn't write down how I did this, so I'm going to have to try and remember real quick here. Should I just do... Okay, turn again. I noticed the creative channels in general don't have nearly as many viewers as the gaming channels, which is fine. Although I have thought about doing a game sometimes just because, like, if I don't feel like crocheting someday, or if I do a really long stream, I can't crochet for more than, like, I want to say like 5 hours in a row or maybe 6 hours in a row. But if I ever wanted to do a really long stream, so I'd have to do something else during the stream. I could try gaming sometime. There's games that I like. Uh, might fall asleep watching stream. Should really be asleep right now. Well, have a good night in case you fall asleep, Abyssus. I don't know. Right now I'm not doing long streams, but you know, maybe if I ever do some kind of goal or something, it'd be pretty cool. Now, how did I do this? I don't remember how I did it. Then I turned it. It's the problem with making up stuff as you go along. Sometimes you forgot how you did it. I'm not very good at some video games though. Like my video games are like Stardew Valley and stuff like that. I love Stardew Valley or Pokemon, but you need a special thingy to stream Pokemon. I don't have the new Pokemon yet though. I want to get it for my birthday. My birthday's on the 12th. So I'm hoping I get it for my birthday. Okay, I can spin it again. Although we are in the home stretch of this business. I just got to make the loop here, and then make the end over there, and sew on the buttons. Six, 7, 8. I don't think I'd ever do a 24-hour stream, although I could. I've definitely stayed up for 24 hours in a row sometimes, especially working midnights. Like, I get excited about having a day off on midnights, and then so I end up staying up really late because I don't want to go to bed when I first get home. Like, if I know I don't have to go to work the next day. And then, because, you know, I get all excited to see sunshine. And then I end up staying awake for 24 hours. So I've definitely done it before. And then it messes up my sleep schedule, though, and oh my gosh. But then I would definitely have to be doing video games or something else in addition to crocheting, because I cannot crochet for that long, that's for sure. was also thinking of maybe doing like a giveaway if I reach like 500 followers. 500 followers seems like a good milestone. Okay, there's that. Now I get to make this part. This part's easier at least. Oh, hold on. I gotta move this over a little bit. Okay, and I'll flip it over. Oops. But definitely mostly crochet. Because like I said, I'm not a very good video game player. Although I did play Darkest Dungeon. I didn't beat it, but I have been playing it. I really like the artwork. It's just so unique. And the narrator is awesome, of course. Gosh, that game is so brutal though, man. I do wish the RNG was a little more forgiving. Because sometimes I feel like I do everything right or have a fantastic party makeup, and it's still just like miss, miss, miss. Like, God damn it. Eight. And then other times you'll have the exact same party and you can't miss. You're just like critting like a machine. Like, I don't know if there's like hidden things I'm not aware of that make the difference or what, or if I did do something differently and it just feels like I didn't. But holy shit, man. That game is brutal. Absolutely brutal. / printing out the guests for today. Do you work in a big hotel or is it like a little hotel? We've only got like one hotel in my town. We might have like two. I don't know. We don't have very many. Oh no, the El Rancho burned out. Nope, I'm pretty sure we only have one. I think we might have like a roadside motel like near the freeway or something like that. 71 rooms. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, now I get to pick buttons. And with these, I get to use 2 buttons. So I kind of want to make the buttons match. I did order more buttons. So I will be getting more buttons in the mail, which is exciting. Because these buttons are freaking adorable. Let's see. I don't like the green ones. Let's get you guys. Get you guys. Yes. You're cool, but you're the only one like you. You're the only one like you. I guess I can go with those ones. You don't match. You don't match anybody. You're purple. It's not the right color. Can you guys see the buttons pretty good? Not really. Just picking buttons. Yeah, I'm gonna go with these 2, I think. Okay, I'll go over there. Oh, actually, I want to put. I want to put my. Here, let me put these away. I'm gonna knock them. I just know I'm gonna knock them off the desk, and then I'm gonna be sad. I also ordered some different keychains. I want to try out some other kinds of different keychains. And I got some hair clips, and I thought I could make flowers and then like hot glue them to the hair clips. And those would be adorable. I think that would be adorable. Okay, so Peter 30 Carter is now auto-hosting me, or now hosting me, not auto-hosting. Wow, thank you, Peter. How's it going? Just making a stethoscope cover. This is the hard part, getting the stethoscope on the first time. I'm doing pretty good. Just hanging out making a stethoscope cover. I'm going to sew the buttons on after I get it on here. Mostly because I want to know exactly where to put the buttons. So it'll be a little annoying because it's in my way, but I also want to make sure it's exactly where I want it. Feeling a bit low? I'm sorry to hear that. I've been low kind of lately myself. I like streaming though. I get people to talk to, cheers me up a little bit. I'm really good at pretending to not be low though. So people are always kind of surprised when I say that. Like, oh yeah, I've been really depressed. And they're like, oh my god, really? Like, yeah, you know, I just don't whine about it like you people do all the time. Okay, there's that. And now this part. Not that you're whining. That's not what I meant. I meant about I have a specific coworker who whines constantly. And you know, after a while, it's just like, you know what? Your life doesn't suck that bad. I'm kind of heartless though lately. I think that's part of the being cranky. You know, I let Groundhog Day go by without watching Groundhog Day once. I'm a little disappointed. I love that movie. It's such a good movie. I'd actually not seen it until I was dating my husband, and he made me watch it. Hugs for you and everyone. Aw, thank you. That's a cool little emote. Or I'm guessing that's a chain of emotes. Is that? That's cute. Yeah. I don't know. Normally, I actually don't say anything. I just wait for myself to snap, which I know is not good. But normally I don't say anything. But lately, I've just been like, I've been saying it, which is unusual, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But yeah, I've been like, you know what, guys, I'm depressed. And normally I don't do that, so my coworkers are extremely confused. All done with my awesome stethoscope cover. So, got this little, oh, off the camera. Got this little button on the end so that it's nice and snug at the end so it doesn't flop around. And then got this little button up here to hold it up top. Well, hugs for you too, Peter. I hope you feel better. Making stuff makes me feel better. It really does. Because I make something and then I feel like I accomplished something, even if it's something small. So, one stethoscope cover down. So now, I could make another one. Because I got this color blue. Or, well, it's blues and greens. It doesn't show up really good on camera. But it's like all kinds of blues and greens all mixed together. Man, I've got to work on my lighting. I don't know, I kind of want to work on these chapstick holders. If you missed out on last time, I'm making a whole bunch of these chapstick holders. And pop your chapstick in there. Bam, and it's a keychain, so you can clip it on your backpack or purse or put it on your keychain. It's too big for me. I don't to put it on like my actual keychain. I actually clip it on my work badge. But so I'm gonna make some more of these. Well, I need my other hook. This one is too big for this. I need the blue one. For those of you following along at home, this is the 5mm hook for this. Chopsticks holder. I could make chopsticks holders. That wouldn't be that difficult, I don't think. Okay. Well, since you guys are here, here's my bucket of scrap yarn. This is the other reason I like making these things, is because they use up very little yarn. I don't know, what do you think? I got this one, I got the blue one, pink one, brown, blue, just pink, whatever this is. This is like purples and blues and I got just a plain green. I got, this is like dark reds and blues and greens. I got that color blue. I got the pink and black, although I already made a couple pink and black ones last time. But I don't know. Pick a color, guys. Whoever picks a color first, I'll make one out of that color. Do 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 do. I don't have enough of that one, so not that one. This one's pink and blue. This one's gray. There's another yellow down there. Hot pink. Okay. Here we go. And then I get my chapstick over here for reference. Green, white, purple one. Which one was that? Was that this one? I'll do that one next. Is that one? Or this one? The little one or the big one, Abyssus? Or was it? It's got to be that one. The little one or the big one? I know it's kind of hard to see on camera here. Oh, this one? Okay, so I'll do that one next for you. But first, we'll start with the hot pink one. Boop. The hook. Coming off the hook. After I use a big hook, sometimes it's hard for me to use a little hook. Oh, come on. Like right now, for example. Come on. There we go. Three. Let me move this out of my way. And let's see how many of these we can make tonight. My work is actually having a craft fair in April, and I reserved a table for that. So now I definitely want to get a bunch of little stuff because it's going to be mostly residents. Oh no! Whew! That was close. Did you see that? Almost lost that one over the edge. It's going to be probably mostly residents and then like their family members. So I don't want a lot of big stuff that'll be expensive. I want mostly little stuff. Although I bet you I could sell a bunch of lap blankets because they are all about the lap blankets. I might want to consider doing that. Oops. Well, for now, I'll work on weeding down my scrap yarn box. And if you guys can hear him, Peppercorn's already cranky that I haven't been spending any time with him. It's not even been 2 hours, Peppercorn. Holy crap. He's doing his little thing. One of these days I have to get a cat cam. He flops over on his side, and then with his little paws, he like grabs it and goes like this, and then like he turns into like what I call like the crescent moon, and then he looks up at me and wants me to pet him and scratch his back. And then if I don't pay attention to him, he'll stand up and flop over again and do it again. Like, oh my gosh, Peppercorn, you're being see, and I'm useless. I am defenseless against this because I already want to go pick him up and start petting him. Oh my gosh, it works. He does it because it works, and it's working right now. I feel like a horrible mother. He's looking at me. Oh my God. Okay, fine. You're gonna be on camera. Hold on. Peppercorn, you want to be on camera. Yeah, you want attention. Oh. He wants attention. He wants attention. Here, look at the camera. Say hi to the peoples. There's Peppercorn. Oh, he got comfy. Don't get comfy up here. This is not for you to lay on. This is just for camera time. So the peoples can see you and how spoiled rotten you are. Yeah. Okay, you gotta get down now. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. You'll get attention later, I promise. I'm so wrapped. It's pathetic. He's already doing it again. Oh my gosh. Do you want to sit on my lap? That's the best you can do. You can't get back on the table. Oh my God. I'm wrapped, you guys. I'm wrapped. Is chat not moving? Or is just nobody talking? It's okay if nobody's talking, but I'm just curious. Because I feel like somebody would have said something about how adorable Peppercorn is. Oh, no one is talking. Okay. That's okay. Just, I panic when stuff's not moving. Because it messed up a couple times where I had the sound muted and I didn't realize it. Peppercorn is cute. He just can't help how adorable he is. And then there was one time where nobody, people were talking, but for some reason I wasn't getting it. So then people had to like tweet at me because chat wasn't working for some reason. I don't know how I did that. I don't know if that was my fault or Twitch's fault or what. But so now I get paranoid. Maybe Esborn, even the current ones, has learned bad habits already. No, these things don't take long to make at all. That's another reason I want to do a bunch of them. They don't take long to make. They don't take a lot of yarn. Okay, so put a button here. So I can sell them for relatively cheap. Okay, get the buttons back out. Here we go. Oop. Flip everybody back over. Unfortunately, you can't quite see how very cool these buttons are on camera. These buttons are just so adorable. Oop. So where'd my string go? Oh, get another one. Yeah, I had one kitty, Chloe, who we don't have anymore, unfortunately, because she passed away this last year in March. Um, but my husband had taught her when she wants attention to lay on the ground, to flop over, and then roll. And I didn't know he taught her this. So I came home one day. She plops over in the kitchen and then rolls across the kitchen. And I was like, holy crap, Chloe, what are you doing? And then I didn't pet her because I didn't know like that's what she wanted. So she got back up, walked back over to the other side of the kitchen, plopped, and then rolled over again. Apparently she could only roll one direction. It was so freaking adorable. I was like, oh my god, you guys are the cutest things ever. I don't know how people don't like cats. Well, I know how people don't like cats. Cats can be assholes. I will give you that one. And there are cats that aren't affectionate. All my cats are affectionate, but I know not all cats are affectionate. Yeah, the cat would stop, drop, and roll. But it was like so funny. She had a very, very fluffy belly. She was a long-haired cat. So like when she'd roll over on her back and her belly was sticking up in the air, it'd be like this poof. Oh my God. It was so funny to watch. You're a dog person, sorry. Hey, you're allowed to be a dog person. Just there's people that like hate cats. I'm like, oh man, cats are awesome. Dogs are awesome too. I just happen to have cats. If I had a fenced in yard, I'd probably have a dog and cats. My cats are all super cuddly. Very much lab cats. Which unfortunately means they're needy when I don't give them enough attention. Dogs would probably be worse though. Although some dogs are okay just like being in the same room with you. They just like lay at your feet. They're cool with that. He has a doggy tantrum. When he doesn't get enough attention or just like in general? In general. It's so funny. He'll lie flat on the floor and slap his front paws down. Yeah, I made the mistake of when my one cat, Morgana, meows, I'll pick her up. Well, all of my cats I've ever had loved being picked up when they were kittens, but then they got to a certain, age and weight where, or too big where they didn't like getting picked up anymore. Well, she kind of stayed small. She never really grew up. Like, I don't know what happened to her when she was a baby because we got her when she was like 8 or 9 months old. And I thought she was just like undersized, but apparently that was like as big as she was ever gonna get. I need one more. And so now she meows freaking constantly because she wants to be carried around constantly still. Like, oh my God. That was a bad thing to teach her. If she had her way, you'd carry her around constantly and she wouldn't even have to walk anywhere. She'd just like direct you where to go, like Ratatouille. I actually thought about that. Um, Other than her, none of my other ones like to be carried. Um, but she didn't really want to be carried in a pouch. She wants to be carried up on my chest. Oh, sounds like my hubby's awake. Hi.
Hi.
Are you waking up?
No.
Oh. Must just be bathroom break. I guess it's not a bathroom break if you were sleeping. Want the cats to headbutt when he wants attention? Oh. Oh, he just went in the bathroom. I'll tell him he said hi though. Yeah, my peppercorn headbutts for affection. So you start petting him and he headbutts you. Or if you're sitting on the couch and he wants you to pet him, he'll like headbutt your leg or something. Morgana hasn't quite figured out the headbutting thing. Which I wish she would, because that's like my favorite part. My favorite thing that Peppercorn does. Okay. And now I get to sew on the keychain part. Oh, come on. Peter says hi.
Who?
Peter.
Hi.
He says hi. He's normally on my sleep schedule, but he's been working with a friend, so he's been kind of on day shift a little bit. Yeah, I totally want to get a project timer.
Okay, good night.
Good night again. And then I can like time myself. Can like race myself, have a PB for making chapstick holders. That would be funny. Have races. I don't know that I could race someone else I guess I could like put the pattern out there and then race someone. This is for yarn making? I don't know. I know there's a world record for how fast you can make a scarf or whatever. It's specific rules though. It's like that's X number of inches wide, just so that it's, you know, consistent for everybody. But I remember watching the world championship lady knit a scarf. It was like super fast. And ta-da! Hot pink chapstick holder keychain. I don't know, someone will have to Google that and tell me what the world record is. Well, if you're still awake, Abyssus, I'm working on the one you picked out now. Oh, I gotta remember I can lean back. I moved my camera so I could lean back. Not hurt my back so much. I gotta remember. Keep forgetting. I was trying to find a bulk like box of chapsticks so that I could put them in my chapstick holders when I sell them at the craft show, and I can't seem to find them. Like I found a pack of 12, but I was hoping to buy like a box of like 50, and I went on Amazon and they were like around $1 each. Like if I want them around $1 each, I can, you know, just buy them from Meijer. Like the whole point of wanting to buy them in bulk is that they're cheaper than buying them individually. You know? Otherwise, I'll just buy them individually and pick up more of these ones because these ones are my favorite, the Carmex. Although at some point I do have to try making an EOS lip balm holder because someone at work wants me to try to make one of those. Well, if I do make an EOS one, I saw one that looked like a Pokeball. I think that'd be super sweet. Love to make one that looks like a Pokeball. I have to see if I have plain buttons. I don't know if I have plain buttons. I think all my buttons are like flowery or something. A little bit more. I don't really have a pattern for these. I just kind of make them until they're long enough. Which works out because I'm using scrap yarn, so they're not all the same like thicknesses of yarn, you know. Okay, so that was pretty good. Let's sew on a button. And I sew on a button at this point because it's a lot easier sewing on a button than when it gets a little deeper. It's like harder to work in. Oh, he's got a little dent in him. Let's see, where's that purpley one? Here's that purpley one. But the tube is different. Yeah, I want to use this size tube because at least around here, this size tube is relatively universal. Like you can get tons of brands in this general size. I found I can get, was it 12 of them? I can get 12 of them on Amazon, Sam's Club. 12 of them on Sam's Club for like $11. So that's, you know, slightly under $1 a piece. But I don't know. I just thought I could find a box of like 40 or 50 for maybe like 75 cents each or something like that instead of a $1.05 or whatever, or $1 because they're $1 singularly at the store. Like I can get that at a gas station for $1. I mean, the whole point of trying to buy in bulk is to get them cheaper. That and, you know, shipping is the other problem. I do have a Sam's Club semi near me though, so I can head out to Sam's Club, see if they got other options. What I totally need to do though is next time Avon has a huge sale on all their little stocking stuffer stuff. So like the little lip balms, the little hand sanitizers, around Christmas time. Then you can get them for like 50 cents or less a piece. Oh, I gotta back up. Gotta back up one. And the hand sanitizer is actually the other one, because I made this one for hand sanitizer. Because, you know, I'm a nurse and we love hand sanitizer. But I'm having a hard time finding a bunch of hand sanitizers. And the other problem I'm having is that hand sanitizers are not universal size or shape at all. Like, I mean, just even in Meyer, there was like 8 different kinds. Like, holy crap. So definitely if I want to sell those, I'm going to have to include the hand sanitizer with it. Okay, just over there for a second. Okay. Oh, let's see here. Oop. 54 flavors. Oh, you can buy 250 of them. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's helpful. Thank you. Um, I have tomorrow off, so I'm going to be streaming tomorrow night also. And I might be working on my birds tomorrow night. For Christmas, my mother-in-law, she loves birds. So I made bird ornaments for her. And then my nephew saw them and he liked them, so then I made some for him. So I think I'm going to make some. They're not technically crocheted, but I think I'll make a bunch of those. Because those will be something small that go relatively quickly that I can make a bunch of for craft show. Dun, da, da. Okay, Abyssus, if you're still here, I finished the one that the color that you picked out. And spin it. I don't know why I have to spin them, but I feel a compulsion to spin them when I'm done. So there's another one. Okay, move you out of the way. Okay. 10 minutes? Yeah, it's not bad at all. Okay. Next color, guys. Who wants to pick a color? We already did the hot pink. So, and we already did this one. We'll set those ones aside. Do, 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 do. Oh, what's down here? Oh, that's not enough for one either. Oh, I have little squares in here. I don't remember making these. I wonder what I was doing with those. Oops. There's a bunch of them in here. Huh. I don't know why I was making little squares for. Oh, that's not enough for one either. There's another little square. Huh. Interesting. More little, look at all these little squares. I'm the only one in this house that crochets, so I'm the one that made them, but I don't remember making them. Must have done it a while ago. Oh, here's a fun one. It's like pink and blue and green and purple. Oh, or did you not? I didn't tie you up enough, apparently. Okay, guys, pick a color. I'm picking one. Oh, you're sticking out too. No, you're tucked in. Oh, is that the same one? I got two of the same one. Well, here, we'll take you out for now, too. Oh, that's a big purple. Okay, that's enough to make something out of. Just shove that one back down in the bottom again, since it's a big one. Okay, taking too long. I'm picking green. I'll put on more chapstick. I go through a lot of chapstick in the winter. Six, 7, 8. Didn't have any takers. 9, 10. Well, if no one speaks up, don't feel bad. Go ahead, pick a color next time. Which apparently these only take like 10 minutes, so I should time myself. For the next one, I'll get the timer out. How about that? I totally want to get a project timer though. That I can just like hit a button and it'll show up on screen. Of course, once a timer is going, I'm going to feel like I need to go fast, so I'm probably going to end up going faster. I need one of those yarn bowls too. Yep. Yeah, I like to check them just because, like I said, all these yarns are all different shapes and stuff because they're all just scrap yarn from other projects. So I've met some really cool people through the whole creative thing on Twitch. I'm really glad they decided to do that. I do wonder if they're going to bring in other stuff. I wasn't around during JTV, but I heard JTV was just, you know, anything and everything. And then Twitch split off to make it just video games. And then they made the creative, and now they made the IRL. I wonder if they're going to keep adding categories. Um, go a couple more here, and then I'll add a button. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I've met so many cool people on Twitch. I mean, I've met some trolls, don't get me wrong, but lots of cool people, like genuinely, like, you know, kind-hearted people, just your average everyday person that uh, have similar interests and stuff, and like to want to talk to other people who also have similar interests, and it's pretty cool and really mellow. Like, like I feel like if I go to like a sports game or something, uh, the other fans are not, you know, mellow and relaxed. But you know, just sitting here crocheting and stuff, or even some other streamers. Oh, I like this polka dot green one for this one. Uh, like when I first started watching Twitch, um, I was kind of skeptical of the whole idea. My husband introduced me to Lethal Frag, and he's super mellow and just really laid back. The chat had a really friendly environment. Just really great times. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's always going to be some of them. But for the most part, I mean, and so, some of that, uh, you know, some of that is avoidable. You know, like if you get good mods and stuff, and I'm still kind of small, so I don't have to worry about it too much. I did have a troll in here last time I streamed though, for like a minute, and then I banned him, but. It's also nice to talk to other people that like, you know what video games are and computers are. Nightbot does kind of work as a mod. Like I block, uh, what do I have blocking? I have blocking if people post links in chat without asking for permission first. Because when I first started, I had a whole bunch of people spamming like, um, to try to get bots in your channel, like view bots or whatever. And then I had porn bots in here, so I just made that automatic where you got to ask for permission to post a link. Um, and then you private message me, which is fine too. Uh, although someone was telling me that you could make it so where they have to be in the channel for so long or something, and I got to play around with that to figure out that, cause like once people are in here and visiting and stuff, like I don't mind if you post a link, especially when people want to show off like stuff that they've made. I definitely want to see that stuff. So if I can make it some, or like if you've been following for like 10 minutes or something like that, then you can post a link, which will help cut back on some of the. Oh no, not a problem. That was perfect. That worked out just fine. Yeah, I don't mind whispers at all. I just don't like them automatically popping up in the chat because I had the problems, you know. Although I haven't had any recently. I hate to jinx myself. Now it's gonna happen, right? But yeah, man, when I first started streaming, and I didn't have anybody, I'd have like, my husband in the channel, that was it. And I was getting all kinds of like crazy people popping in the channel being stupid. Like, man, what the heck? And I'm guessing it's because they're bots. They're probably just going into everybody's channel. It's just the people with bigger channels already have mods and stuff in place. Oh yeah. I'm gonna leave this in here for this part. I don't know that I have rules. Oh, I guess my rules are just, common sense type of stuff, be nice to each other. You will have trolls when you start streaming. Yeah, and like I don't understand the desire to be a troll. Like you ain't got nothing else to do. And like I don't get like what's the reward? 'Cause now everyone's so desensitized to them that it's just like, oh yeah, troll, block them, ban them, whatever, time them out, whatever you do. Uh, and then that's it. Like, so you're not really getting a reaction unless you like get satisfied for getting banned on X number of channels. Like, I guess I don't understand the desire to want to. They just need a hug. That must be it. They're just so desperate for attention. It's like the kid that acts out and get smacked just because he wants attention. They're just acting out and they get the band hammer brought down on them and they associate that with affection for some reason. Like I have a it's time for me to head out. Okay. Thanks for hanging out. Have fun making breakfast. Breakfast sounds good. I haven't made a real breakfast in a long time, like, bacon and eggs in the whole 9 yards. I'll have to maybe go shopping and pick up breakfast stuff. But have a good one. But that's the other thing too that I don't get because I mean I've been in mostly always a pleasure today. Sausage, eggs, waffles, cereal, muffins, bagels, toast, cinnamon. Man, that's like a feast for me. Holy crap. I love waffles. I haven't had waffles in a while either. Gosh, you're making me hungry. Whoop, don't run away on me, needle. Whoop, there's that one. Oh god, you just want the cinnamon rolls. I love cinnamon rolls. My mother-in-law made me homemade cinnamon rolls the other day. Those were yummy. Fresh out of the oven, that's the way to have them. Fresh out of the oven cinnamon rolls, man. So delicious. So delicious. My mother-in-law likes to spoil me. I think she's trying to fatten me up so I can't run away. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'm totally going to work on those birds. Not that these aren't fun, but I've made these 2 streams in a row now. And there's a green one. With this little polka dot button. Spin it. There we go. Building up quite the collection over here now. Oh, yeah, use that one already. Next color. Gotta pick a color, pick a color, pick a color. I should have like a pick a color like song. No, it's not enough of that one. I don't think there's enough of that one. 3 down, another 97 to go. I know. I actually have a bunch here that I worked on previously. Some I worked on stream. Oh, here we go. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I got 20 so far. Not too bad. I'm doing pretty good. Light blue. Can do, can do. I should probably put these somewhere else so that they're easier to get to, but I don't have a spot at the moment, so they're just going to go back over there. Light blue. This one? $20 down, 80 to go. I know. Doing pretty good though. Doing pretty good. I got a craft show in April, which is going to be at my work, which is not going to be very super busy. So I'm not like worried about running out of stuff at that one. But then I'm going to be in one in June, and that one's in Lexington. If you know where Lexington, Michigan is, that's a big one. It's like the biggest one in my area. I don't live in a big area, but it's the biggest one in my area. I don't even live in Lexington. I have to drive to Lexington. Oh yeah, I was gonna do a timer. Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna get rid of that. Why? Stopwatch. Okay, got it. And go. We'll see how long it takes. See, already like the clock's ticking and I'm all like, gotta go fast, gotta go fast. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to be in another craft show in September. And then I haven't decided about Christmas yet. I'm going to see how much stuff I have left over in September from all these craft shows. You say under 10 minutes? Okay, I'll try not to rush myself because I'm really tempted to just like go fast. But that's not the point. The point is to just take how long it's supposed to take so I can see. Because what would happen if I try to go too fast, then I'll just start messing up. And nobody wants that. Oh yeah, I'm going to test it. The Mantled Maven is now hosting me. Thank you, Mantled Maven. Coyote Nerdy, hello. How's it going? I'm timing myself making a chapstick holder. My job is going to have a craft show, so I wanted to make a bunch of little things that I can sell to the residents because you know they don't have a crap ton of money. You made one of those once? Well, I've got 20. I just counted them a couple minutes ago. So I don't know how many I'm going to make. I have a whole bucket of scrap yarn over here, so you're so snotty. I've seen those. I don't think I can sell those at work though. Yeah, I'm going to do these today, and then tomorrow I'm going to make bird ornaments. Well, it's just blue and has a happy face. Okay. Serena Mystic 15 is now auto-hosting me. Thank you. I appreciate it. We'll pick the polka dotted one. I like polka dots. Grizzly 1968 is now hosting me. Thank you, Grizzly. I appreciate it. You're on pulled off mic. I keep forgetting to. Oh yeah, my mother-in-law loves birds. She like collects all kinds of bird stuff. So I made her some for Christmas, and my nephew saw them and he liked them, so I made some for him. And like, and then my work's having this craft show. I'm like, I bet your residents would love them because they like little small knick-knacky stuff. They're not going to have a lot of money, so I don't want to make a lot of big things, you know. But I think they would love the little bird ornaments. So I'm trying to make a bunch of little stuff for them. I might make some like hats and stuff. Lady Crafts is now auto-hosting me. Thank you, Lady Crafts. I appreciate it. Oh, we're going on 7 minutes. These do go pretty quick though. Once you get rolling. Oh, come on. I say that now I can't find the loop. There we go. Once you get rolling, these go pretty quick. Is what I was saying. Okay. Okay. 3, 4. I'm trying to go fast, yarn. Cooperate. I knew this was going to happen. The timer's going to be going and I'm going to be all self-conscious and try to go fast and then I'm going to screw up. Maybe I don't want a timer on my stream. Of course, if it's on my stream, I won't be able to see it directly because it's on the monitor, like kind of behind me a little bit. And well, so not gonna be under 10 minutes there, Peter, but pretty close to 10 minutes. Yeah, probably 11 minutes here. Well, I can get this sewn on here a little faster. Yeah, Peter picked out the color. I pulled over my bucket of scrap yarn and said pick out a color. So 11:23. There we go. Not too bad. Put you over there now. And there's another one. My cute little buttons. I love these buttons so much. I got these buttons on Amazon and I adore them. They are so freaking adorable. Okay, we'll set that one aside and pick a color time. Pink, although I do have a bunch of camo ones already, but that one's got like pink and orangey and blue, and this one's all kinds of colors. Light blue, white, pink and purple. This one's like dark blue and red and orangey. Pretty yarn almost is. It's called Robin Egg by Simply Karen Soft. Not even had a project in mind. Yeah, I've been there, done that. Oh, here's University of Michigan yellow. Here's a really dark green. Somebody pick a color. There's another square. I don't know where those squares came from, man. It's down here. The one in the back, the pink, blue, and green one. One in the back. My back? So this one? My camera's upside down. Okay. That one then. Put you back over there. love bright colors. Three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I saw a thing about color pooling. Um, this person made a scarf with the variegated yarn and did it in such a way that the scarf looked like um, a plaid pattern, like it was a perfect plaid pattern, like it was designed that way. I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. Have you seen that? I'm really tempted to try it. Is there different ways to do them? I don't know how to do them. And I've got so many different, like I've got tons of stuff from all kinds of different projects, and I'm not sure how to make that happen. And then like it's got to be based on the yarn you're using, because like different ones change colors at different lengths, you know? Or at least it seems that way. I don't know, maybe the, you know, in theory. I'm sure there's a YouTube video out on it I'm gonna have to watch. Um, my go-to YouTube one is the Crochet Crowd. I really like him. I used to watch Crochet Geek on YouTube, but she kind of had a mental breakdown. And I'm not like saying that like as a general term. I'm saying like literally had like a mental breakdown, and she recorded it on YouTube. And I think a bunch of those videos are gone now. But it was like, oh my God. At first I wasn't sure what was going on, but I think she had an actual psychotic break. Like, was talking about being paranoid and the government and satellite dishes, and I was so sad. Um, and I was like, oh my God. And like, I felt like she was posting like 8 to 9 videos a day, and oh my God, it was insane. And then she just like stopped and started reposting stuff of like her crochet tutorials that she had posted in the past. Um, I eventually just like unfollowed because I was like, man, I can't watch this anymore. It's like breaking my heart. Watching this stuff go viral on Crochet Crowd, and I was like, I want to, but I just got out of the figure out the way to do it. Yeah, I love Crochet Crowd. Crochet Crowd is how I learned how to do the corner to corner blankets. I really like the way those turned out. And then, gosh, who else did I don't know. I YouTube stuff all the time when I was first learning how to do this. Oh, I know. There's so many things. Okay. I just did corner to corner Pokemon. I did 4. I did 3 Kanto starters and Pikachu. And the blankets, oh god, gotta put the button on. The blanket's not as big as I want it. But me and my husband disagree on what other Pokemon to add. Maybe if I get enough people in chat, I'll put it up to chat to decide. Let's do... That's a nice colorful one. Get this one. This one's nice and colorful. Who's doing a corner to corner blanket? I know Beetle at Bay does corner to corner. Who else does corner to corner? But yeah, I wanted to do just ones I thought were cute, but he said that's not going to fit with the theme. He said I should do the legendaries, the legendary birds. So be like, you know, Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres, and then like probably throw like Mewtwo in there, just so that there'd be 8 squares. And then I was thinking I could make... Oh yeah, Beetle is awesome. I found Beetle because of this stream. Someone popped in my stream and I was doing corner to corner and they said, oh yeah, Beetle does those. And then I found her from that. She's so cool. Super nice. Yeah, I only recently started doing corner to corner. She's been doing it a while. She did a really cool Mega Man pillow corner to corner, which I thought was awesome. Have you seen my Pokemon, Peter, that I made? Right now she's working on Twitch pillow. I gotta pop in there. I haven't been in there in a couple of days. I know she was moving, so she wasn't on for a little bit too. Oh, she is back streaming again? Okay. Okay, yeah. I'll start a new project right now. Hang on, luxury fabric after my birthday. I finally decided to make myself something with it. Forever, so. They came in hanks? Oh, okay. I've never bought luxury yarn. I've only ever bought, you know, acrylic from the craft store or, you know, Walmart or Meijer. I keep saying Walmart because I'm afraid when I say Meijer, people don't know what I'm talking about because I know Meijers aren't everywhere. They're only in like a couple states. But I actually never shop at Walmart. I hate Walmart. I hate our Walmart. Our Walmart is really dirty and the staff suck. And like I've complained about them a couple of times and just really gross. Meijer like Fred Meyer? Meijer like Meijer. Yeah, like I always say Walmart because I'm afraid people don't know what I mean when I say Meijer. But if I ever say Walmart, I never mean Walmart. I mean Meijer. You're British, so you know of the stores? Yeah. Meijer is like a Walmart but better. And cleaner and nicer. All the stuff's nicer. Staff are nicer. That's how Fred Meyer is. Okay. Yeah, ours is Myers, Meijers. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been to like tons of Walmarts, but the Walmart in our town is really gross. Like really gross. And I tried complaining, and then the one time was so horrible. I actually complained to corporate because I was so mad. And they basically said, "Oh man, we're sorry, that sucks." And like they didn't say they would fix anything or change anything or work on anything. So I was like, "That's it. I'm never shopping at Walmart again." But yeah, everything is technically cheaper at Walmart. I just don't like them. Yeah, and then at my Walmart one time, you know around the holidays how they'll have like things out to donate food for the poor, the homeless, and what have you. Yes, exactly. Myers friendly and better quality food too. Like we use it mostly as a grocery store. Like half of it's a grocery store and then the other half is like stuff, like clothes and shoes and pots and pans and all, all that kind of stuff. Uh, but I think the food is better. Oh, anyway, like around the holidays, they um they have donation boxes. Well, the Walmart had a donation box for the employees. It was uh for the poor employees of Walmart. And I was like, I have no doubt that those people are making minimum wage, and that sucks. And I know it's really hard to live on minimum wage. But if Walmart knows it's not paying enough for its employees to feed their family, Walmart needs to pay their employees more. That's ridiculous. He has problems with crowds. I don't like crowds either. I, I so it seems Meyer and Fred Meyer owned by same parent company. They're the same store, slight name change. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. It makes sense. Thanks, Wikipedia. I know it was a Michigan company. I know that's why they're not everywhere. They're only in like 3 or 4 states or something like that. But yeah, I definitely don't like crowds either. The cool thing about working nights is that I can go shopping at, 2 in the morning. Oh, gotta put the thing on first. Gotta put the hook on. I mean, I would feel horrible if I was a company or even a small company and I didn't pay my employees enough to feed their families. There's a problem there. Come on now. You need to pay enough for your employees to feed their families. That's like the point of having a job. You got to pay your bills and feed your family. I just thought that was really sad. Yeah, I work 7 p.m. to 8 a.m. 3 days a week. So that's why I stream during this time because this is when I'm normally awake. Although I am trying to get a day shift spot. A day shift job just opened at, or position just opened at work, so I'm putting in for that. But I'm not the only person who wants day shift, so I'm not going to be surprised if I don't get it. The overnight managers are nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, my Walmart overnight people, we definitely know each other. You work 4 days, 6:30 p.m. to 5 a.m. Oh, okay. So you're like almost the same shift, kind of. Slightly different, but you're enjoying it while you have it. Well, that's the way to look at it. I hope you get better with your whole medical leave situation, though. Medical problems are no fun. I missed 2 months of work. Was it last year? I think it was last year I broke my wrist. I got it broken at work, so it was technically workman's comp, but I couldn't do my job. So that sucked. I'll figure out what's wrong. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, it's no fun not knowing. Knowing is always a relief because then at least you know if you can fix it or you know the steps you got to take. Yeah, I had a resident who was in World War II and he had PTSD, but he was kind of new to us and we didn't know he had PTSD. So I go to hand him his pills and like, I don't know, imagine your hands coming this way. He like grabbed my hand like right around the wrist and twisted and just popped the bone. Oh my God, it sucked. Yeah, it hurt after. It didn't hurt like in the moment. Uh, and I felt so bad because he's normally oh, I forgot to trim that. Normally a super nice guy, and he didn't remember doing it later on, so I couldn't be all like, oh yeah, remember that time you broke my wrist? or like he was asking like, oh, how come you're not working today? Or how come you got a cast on? And I didn't have the heart to be all like, because you broke my wrist. Like he didn't remember doing it. So, you know, I didn't really bring it up. Well, that one actually came out pretty cool. On this half, it's like the blues and the purples, and on this half, it's like the pinks and the greens. So that's kind of cool how that one worked out. He had PTSD, but he also has dementia because he's like, you know, 90. So can't blame him, unfortunately. Oh God, I was so mad though. I wanted to be mad at somebody. I ended up being mad at HR, but okay. Next. I know he's no longer with us. He's passed away now. But okay, I got blue. I got tons of blues and like pinks. Taking the camo one out because I have like 4 camo ones already. Okay, who wants to pick the next colors? Oh, these two are the same. Those two are the same. What else is down here? And head stomped on last April. Oh my gosh. That's horrible. I'm sorry. Like the green, teal. I'm not sure which one that is. You vote for that color? Okay. Is that this one? No, that one's not it. Or this one. It must be this one. The colors look way different on camera for me than they do for you guys, which is, oh, this one we did already. We don't want that one. Green, teal, and maroon. I'm not sure which one that is. Boop. Green, teal, blue, and maroon. Oh, I've got to read the whole thing. It's got to be this one. Is it the big one? How about peppercorn, peppercorn picking a color? No, he's not allowed by the yarn. He knows better. Is it the big one? Is it this one? That's like green, teal, and maroon and blue. Oh, did I just drop one? No. Oh. Say something quickly because I'm about to start making one. Like Helen's Project True Color on camera when I shoot. I know they're really different. Like what one was really bad? Oh, but yeah, that's the one. Okay, good. Like this is a really pretty blue, but it just doesn't show up right, like at all. And then this one is a very light yellow one, keychain one that I made, and you can't. I mean, I guess you can kind of tell on camera it's yellow, but it's just super washed out. I gotta figure out something about my colors somehow. So an ot light is the kind of light. Let me write that down. I have post-it notes of all the stuff I need to remember. Oh, that's not a post-it note. Where's my post-it notes? Here's my post-it notes. Okay, ot light. For better colors. So you can see what I mean. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, tweet me a photo. They can be expensive. Oh, okay. I know. I kind of spent all my yarn money already. I need more sales so that I can buy more stuff. Nine, 10. Someone told me fluorescent lights, which I do have a lamp that's a fluorescent light. Send you some British yarn too. I need to get a P.O. box. I used to have one. Is British yarn better? I don't buy expensive yarn, generally speaking. I just buy the cheap stuff. But I like it because it's machine washable and it's cheap. But machine washable is definitely a plus. Because who wants to take things to the dry cleaners? I'm guessing you mean don't know much about yarn. But paracord you know about. I know there's different kinds of stuff different places. Because I met someone on Twitch that's in Germany. Ireland went on a cruise to Ireland long way. I'm a true Irish wool. I do love it. Aw. Yeah, wool is scratchy. I don't like scratchy wool. Um, that's why I want to try the alpaca yarn so bad, so soft. Someday I'll have an alpaca farm and just make my own yarn, spin my own yarn. It'll be super fun. My my mother-in-law has she lives out in the country and she's got like 2 acres or something like that. And I keep trying to tell her, with 2 acres you can get like 2 or 3 alpacas. That's all you need. You don't need lots and lots of land. You just gotta fence it in. I bet the alpacas. I know. God, I want alpaca yarn so bad. Like, can I hang out and like, you know, just hang out with the alpacas, befriend them? What about a husky yarn? Like made from a husky? Or you just mean like a thick yarn? Oh, the baby alpaca yarn. I know, it's so soft. I've touched baby alpaca yarn. So soft. I know you can make yarn from animals. Of course you can make yarn from animals. From pets, like certain cats and dogs, and actually certain bunnies. Angora bunnies you can make yarn from. And I was actually, yeah, you can totally make fur from or yarn from pet fur. That's totally a thing. Uh, but the bunny thing I actually looked into. Oh, I got a host from Monkey Hat. Thank you, Monkey Hat. Angora right now. Yeah, I actually looked into Angora rabbits because I was like, I went through a phase where I really, really, really wanted to make my own yarn because I wanted to learn how to spin. Uh, but there's nowhere around here I can just buy the fiber to spin. So I'd have to buy it online or like drive out somewhere. Uh, but yeah, there's no way I can raise rabbits. You have to brush the Angora bunnies every single day. Otherwise, they'll try to groom themselves and they get hair in their stomach and they can get sick. Where'd my chapstick go? I didn't my chapstick go. A little bit taller. Mm-hmm. I know, so soft. Just need to make friends with someone who has a Angora farm or a alpaca farm. How cool would that be though? To have basically unlimited yarn. That would be fantastic. Although then I'd have to learn how to dye yarn too. Can't be that complicated. There's all kinds of tutorials on dyeing yarn and clothes and all kinds of stuff. Uh, we'll go with this one. are vermin exterminators bred to chase out rats and rabbits from farmlands. Oh my gosh, that is funny. My uncle had sheepdogs one time, and I had a white Ford Escort, which is a little car. Uh, and those dogs were always trying to herd my car whenever I came over. Like, I am not a big sheep, okay? Yeah, I had a 99 Escort, and I had that thing for years. Oh my gosh. Finally died a couple years ago. Was it? It died in 2015. They had to tow it away. That was so sad. Uh, the tow truck guy came and picked it up, and it was one of those where they put it on the bed of the tow truck, and I had to leave for work, so I'm leaving for work, and he's going the same route that I'm driving to work, and there was snow on it because it hadn't run in like a month or so. And so the car is up on the bed, and I gotta follow this truck to work basically because he was going the same direction. And the snow was on the poor little headlights, and all I could think of was my little car being blindfolded going off to the executioner. I was so sad. I was like, oh, my poor little car was so good to me all these years. I know, poor little Ford Escort. You do the same thing. Okay, I won't feel as bad then. But I was like, oh my gosh, my poor little car. I wonder what the poor last meal was. Ah, probably gas from Speedy Q. You've named every car you've ever had. I've only named, I think, one car. Well, I had that thing for a long time. I was attached. It was constantly breaking down, so I was constantly yelling at it. But yeah, my first car ever was a 1985 Toyota Tercel, which when I got the car, I was 20, and the car was also 20, basically. So that was my first car. That's the one I named. And that one I named Flying Radio because the radio worked, and that was about it. uh, I had the window handles, you gotta roll, the kind you had to roll up, and they fell off every single time you hit a bump or a pothole or any tiny, tiny rock on the road. They would just fall off. Well, for some reason, they only fit on their specific door. Uh, so like you couldn't use the door handle from like the passenger side on the driver's side. It only worked in its specific doors. So I took a glitter pen glue marker thing and I named all the door handles so that I knew which one was which when they all fell off. And the passenger driver side door was Bob, or no, the driver side door was Bob, passenger side was Tom, George was driver side rear, and Prodigal was um, rear passenger side. And that one was named Prodigal because I lost it for a really long time and then found it after like 6 months. So he was lost and then he came home. So that's why he was named Prodigal. Well, that was all black. You did black better. Could have been that Bambalam. Yeah, that's funny. And a Ford Ranger named Stormy. You had to use vice grips. That's funny. Betty, sorry. Oh no, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like that song Black Betty, Bam Blam. Yeah, our cat Jax likes to lay in the middle of everything. And so my husband goes, "Whoa, black kitty, bam blam, black kitty's in the way. That's where he's gonna stay." Singing about my cat Jax all the time because he's always laying in the middle of the floor. Oh yeah, I was gonna start saving my scraps. I totally forgot. Well, I guess I can start saving them next stream. You sick turtle. My husband's always making up songs for the cats. And then replacing song lyrics with meow just randomly. Like there's one song that every time it comes on, he goes meow 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 meow. He does that so much that I'm not even sure like what the original lyrics are anymore. The Nerdy Knitter is now hosting me. Thank you. I appreciate the host. Got a lot of auto hosts tonight. Whoa, black puppy Rubaloo. Yeah. Oh, and this is slightly off topic, but does anybody have a Roomba? I want one so bad. And not because I don't feel like vacuuming, but because I want to watch my cats ride around on a Roomba. Does anybody have a Roomba? That or I'm gonna end up getting like a remote controlled like truck or something and see if I can drive my cats around the house with it. I know. And they're too expensive. But if you did, you would give it to me. Oh, thank you. Uh, they're really expensive. Like I totally cannot justify $300 on a vacuum. But I just want to watch my cats ride around in them so bad. I don't know why. But there's another one. Doo, doo, doo. Spin it. I just wonder, like, can they support the weight of the cats, or will it, like, break the little vacuum? With a filter on the bottom, and it's so silly. It rolls out, but it's not smart. Oh. Oh, okay. Gotta move these over. Next color. Who wants to pick the next one? Oh, this one's falling off. Fix that one. Next color, next color. That could be, yeah, I'll get a cat cam with a little camera that watches the cats drive around on the Roomba. You picked twice, it's your turn. Peter's picked too, because he picked before you got here. Purple. This purple? I also have a lighter purple. So dark purple or light purple? Yes, please. Oh, which, the first one? Okay, first one. I'm guessing that's what you meant. I don't know. Did you mean the first one? Where's the end on this thing? Holy crap. There we go. Sleeve spawn. Oh, and I already had a loop on that one. I must have started using this for something. You didn't remember? Okay. They're very similar. The other one's lighter though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We made 6 tonight already. 6 plus my stethoscope cover. It's pretty good for a night's work. One, 2, 3. Gosh, what else was wrong with the flying radio? The ceiling, like there's like fabric on the ceiling on the inside of your car, that kept falling down. So I used glue and push pins to keep it up. And I got colorful push pins so that I could make a design with the push pins. The muffler kept falling off. Like it was attached, but like it kept dragging. So I attached that with hair ties and twist ties from like bread, the little twist ties on the ends of the bread bags. Use those. And then the hood would fly up when you're driving. It didn't connect. So I just had that tied down with rope. So when I had to get in the hood, I had to untie it every time to get into the hood. Man, there was so much wrong with that car. But it was my first car, so I loved it. And I paid $500 for it, which was insanely cheap. And it leaked oil so bad, I had to put, every single time I filled up, so like maybe like once a week or so, I had to put a quart of oil in it because it leaked oil so bad. I didn't know that I posted with a day for home. Feeding it relentlessly. Oh, that's cute. I didn't know that oil wasn't supposed to do that. because I'd never had a car before. I didn't really have cars growing up. So I had no idea that that wasn't supposed to happen until I got my next car. And, I did what I normally did. I bought a bunch of oil and kept them in the trunk and kept every single time, basically every single day, I would check my oil at the beginning of the day. And after like weeks and weeks and weeks had gone by and I didn't need to add oil, I was like, huh, I didn't know it wasn't supposed to do that. My cats know they're not supposed to be around the yarn. Like they know they're not allowed to touch it. And that was, years of training. Basically years of squirt bottle. Um, but we went out to my mother-in-law's house one day and then the weather just got super bad while we were out there. We're like, man, we're not driving home in this. So we just spent the night at her house. I came home and the cats were pissed that we spent the night somewhere and nobody was home and they trashed all the yarn they could get their hands on. I was like, oh my god, you guys, what the heck? I have no idea who did it because I got 3 cats, so it could have been anybody. But I'm going to go ahead and blame Peppercorn because he's the one that gets jealous. He's probably thinking I was cheating on him with a different cat or something. Don't your cats fetch your yarn or your mail? No, man, my cats don't fetch nothing. I wish they fetched stuff. We did have a cat that fetched once. You could crumple up a piece of paper and throw it and he'd go fetch it and bring it back to you. That was fun. Uh-oh. There we go. Look at that baby. Let's sleep on my lap. Yeah. That's my peppercorn loves to lay in my lap. That's why he doesn't understand why I'm sitting here at the computer and I'm crocheting and I'm not sitting on the couch crocheting so that he can sit on me. He just totally doesn't get it. Like I'm supposed to get love and attention at all times. What the heck, mama? I'm wrapped around his little paw though. Oh my god. So bad. Thank you, Mary Taylor. Cluster's tugged. How did it even get like this? I know, right? Yeah, all the yarn they could get to was just all over the front room, just like everywhere. Like, oh my god. I'm glad they couldn't get to very much of it. They probably would have had a party. I'm going around one more time. My cats are pretty good for the most part, though. I don't normally have a problem. It's just they got mad we spent the night over there, apparently. Which makes me wonder because, like, they're kind of really spoiled. Uh, 'Cause I'm home during the day and then Stevie's home during the night. But like when we go to sleep, we close the bedroom door. The cats aren't allowed in the bedroom, mostly because I don't want cat fur in the bed or I won't be able to sleep. So it's not like they get to sleep with us and they missed us. I'm not sure what happened there. Animals are funny. My mother-in-law has a parrot and he talks and stuff. And he got mad at her for some reason, I guess. And he went to the corner of the room and chewed off the molding in the corner. So there's little chunks of wood everywhere. So she gets over there after bedtime. She's comfort my cat's there with me. Be there too. Yeah, I just man, they like they want to be with me and then they sleep on my face. I can't sleep with a cat on my face. And like we tried and tried and like they just want to sleep on my face. Like I can't do it, guys. Oh, anyway, the parrot tore apart the crown molding in the corner of the room. Or is it called crown molding if it's on the ground? I don't know. Anyway, tore apart the molding on the floor. And she caught him in the act and she goes, "What are you doing?" And he said, "Ta-da!" And she goes, "No, not ta-da, bad birdie." So he picks up the chunks of wood with his beak, throws them up in the air like confetti, and goes, "Ta-da!" again. And then she can't frickin' stop laughing. So you can't be mad at the bird. Had to love on the bird constantly. Yeah, he's an African gray parrot, and he's very intelligent for a bird. Like, she says he's got the intelligence of a 5-year-old, but the mentality of a 2-year-old, and I believe it. Terrier and a 48-pound rescue mutt. Aww. I love mutts. All my cats came from the pound, so they're all mutts. Although I am almost positive Peppercorn and Chloe were part Maine Coon, just because they got the ears and they got the mane and they got the the hugeness. What am I gonna? Let me try this one. Spoil rotten. But warms up to you if you have treats. Yeah, my cats don't tend to like new people. Chloe loved new people. Oh my God. Like if we had a new person in the house, she would always maul them with like cuddles and purrs and everything. My other cats, not so much. They hate new people. Peppercorn will disappear. My sister and my nephew, her son, were here for a couple of days. I didn't see Peppercorn for like a couple of days. And they're indoor cats. They don't get outdoors, so he was just hiding that good. Animals are such blessings. Like I don't know. I know I get that some people don't want pets or can't have pets or whatever have you, but they're just so like I don't know. They give you so much. They give you love and affection. Like they lower my blood pressure. I just can't imagine not having a pet. When I was going through Red Horse. Yeah, they're such sources of comfort and they're sweet and they're loving. Okay, there's the purple one. Spin. Yay. But it's 6 a.m. for me, guys, so I'm gonna wrap it up. It was nice hanging out with everybody. Thanks so much. How many did we get done then? We got 2, 4, 6, 7. We got 7. Oops. Ooh. I think I lost a button. Got 7 and a stethoscope cover done for my lovely stethoscope. So, got a lot done today. It's pretty exciting. Oh, thanks. If you want to hang out tomorrow night, I'm going to be making bird ornaments. Those aren't technically crocheted, but they are made with yarn. They're super easy though, if you want to learn how to make them. Super easy. And really good if you have lots of leftover yarn. They will use up leftover yarn in a heartbeat. But you should stop by tomorrow then, and I can show you how to make those. I lost the bag for my buttons. Oh no. I'll have to stick them in a Ziploc or something. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. I will see you next time.